Alright guys, here's the last video for this week, Thursday. Alright, so let's get to work. The first one says, the first block says, what is the distance from 125 to 175? So they want to know how far 125 is from 175. Before we can even find out how far apart they are, we need to figure out the pattern, because in these kinds of problems there's a pattern. So if you go from 100 to 125, just observe the numbers. From 100 to 125, you can already see that there's a 25 numbers in between. So 100 to 125, that's already 25. And hold on. Let me make this a little bit. There you go. 100, that's already 25 right there. So if I add 125 and I put another 25, that's going to give me 150. So that means that there's another 25 there. From 150, if I add 25 again, and let me show you, 125 plus 25, 5 plus 5, 5 plus 5, that's 10. 0, and I carry my 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 2 is 5. And then I bring down this 1 in my hundreds place. That's already 150. So from here to here, that's why there's a 25 here. So I hope that helps you out a little bit. But let me continue. So then from 125 to 150, we said there's a pattern of 25. From 150 to 175, in between that there's another 25 numbers there. So I'm going to write another 25. So let's erase this one from here, because we're only looking at these numbers right here. At these numbers right here. So in order to find out the distance, which means how far apart they are, we need to add the 25 and the 25. So 25 plus 25 equals 5 plus 5, that's 10. 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 2 more, that's 5. So that means that the distance between 125 and 175 is 50. And that means that there are 50 numbers between the number 125 and the number 175. Let's go to the next one. And it says, write the number 625 in expanded form. All right. Before we even do that, I want you guys to put your number 625 inside of a place value house, or write it in standard form. So I'm going to write the number 625 in standard form first. So my first part is 600. So I'm going to write a 6. My second number is 25. So that's the number 625. So now I'm going to put it in a place value house. So I have a 6 in the hundreds place. What is the value of the 6 if it lives in the hundreds place? 600. Plus, what is the value of the 2 if it's in the tens place? 20. And what's the value of the 5 if it's in the ones place? 5. All right. So next, they want us to put an even number of pepperonis on the pizza. So we're going to draw little circles to pretend they are pepperonis. So think about an even number. So if you chose 2, is that an even number? Yes, because if I put them together, they make a pair. What if you put 4? Is that still even? Sorry. Yes, because they still make a pair. Here's a pair, here's another pair. If you put 6, is that still even? Yes, because this one it has a pair, this one has a pair, and these are pairs. If I put 7, do you think that's correct? No, because this one has a pair, these are a pair, and these are a pair, but this one's left by itself. So maybe you should have drawn 8. All right. Ellie did 15 jumping jacks. Katie did 11. How many more jumping jacks did Elle do than Katie? So my question is, how many more jumping jacks did Ellie do than Katie? When you see the words, how many more, boys and girls, you are comparing who did the most, who did the less, or who's the tallest and who's the shortest. You're comparing them. So, Ellie did 15 jumping jacks and Katie did 11 jumping jacks. First of all, who did the most? If you said Ellie, Ellie's the answer. Ellie did the most jumping jacks. But how many more jumping jacks did she do than Katie? We know she did 15 jumping jacks and Katie only did 11. So we already know that Ellie did the most, but we want to know how many more did she do than Katie. So if I subtract 15 minus 11, because when you see how many more, you're going to subtract most of the times. So I'm going to do 15 minus 11, and I'm going to use a different color. Give me a minute. If I do 15 minus 11, here's my ones, here's my tens. 5 minus 11, 5 minus 11. 5 minus 1. 5 minus 1, 4. 1 minus 1, 0. So that means that Ellie did 4 more jumping jacks than Katie did. All right, guys, have a nice day.